If I was the king, what would you say to me right now?
I'll give you everything I got.
Wow, that's not a right way to come to me.
You just gave me a dirty look. I don't think the fans saw it, but you just gave me a dirty look.
How about a little bit of patience?
I feel like I have exhibited patience.
You've exhibited it, Shannon?
I think I have.
But I ain't think it was this bad.
That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem.
You're getting scammed.
No.
No, it's the opportunity of a lifetime.
Wait, what?
This sounds nefarious. And I was thinking I could start a new life right now. I'm freaking out.
Hide your candy.
Somebody's angry.
You won't like me when I'm angry.
I'm gonna wee waps.
I'm gonna do
get
criminal
violent.
mischief.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network. You're listening to Gas Digital Best of the Week.
Yeah. What should we pull this up? Pranksters mow a giant into the King Charles lawn. That's the guy who just became the new king. Is that him?
Yeah, what a loser doing shit like that at 74.
Yeah, that old dude. These kids are all playing Game of Thrones. You know, even at 74 years old, they're like, finally, my mom died or whatever. So
of course, it's like one of the most powerful positions in the world.
I want to see this.
Of course, you'd want it, especially after being trained for it your entire life.
What are your dads doing at this point?
What is it? My dad's about to retire and move to Europe and just.
That's exciting.
Spend the last. He doesn't think he's got a ton of time left, so I think he's just gonna try to sit on a beach for 5 years. Yeah,
He's moving to Europe.
Yeah,
where's he going?
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Is it? Someone did this. That's great.
Why did somebody draw such a small piece on this lawn? That's what I want to know. No, where's it? This actually happened. This is recent.
Yeah, it's in front of some government building where they're supposed to hold like some
Also,
big ball.
can I just if I was like if I worked in science or something like that, this is a European foreskin style technique. If this was an American, it would look different. Americans and Europeans and stuff, we draw it different.
Yeah, nice Chicago style.
Yes, deep
circumcised, deep.
How are you not in the FBI figuring it out like this?
I can tell.
Well, they haven't caught the people.
That's Colum looks at any crime. He's like, it's uncircumcised. The criminal's black. Yeah. So they haven't figured out who did this. What's up with this? Did anybody watch this coronation thing? I feel like you would understand. You're from the.
I love the idea of patriarchy survival. It's very interesting, actually, because it's like they don't have a product, but they've, through the most powerful marketing machine of all time, they've convinced people that they're still worthy of being in charge. It's wild.
I don't understand. How does
it's the most interesting thing. They sat down in the early 1900s and set down a 500-year plan in order to keep the family going.
Holy
500 years marketing. They got the biggest marketing geniuses in the world to sit down and say, how do we do this?
Colum, if I was the king, what would you say to me right now?
I'll give you everything I got.
Give him the old Steve Rogers.
I don't know. What would I say? I don't know. I don't know. I'd love to know. I'd love to know a secret. Let me know a secret. Come on, let me know. Let me know. Tell us. Because you hear about they had all the cousins and stuff. They put them in homes and things like that.
Yeah. Ooh, that'd be a good
bad for business.
Down syndrome, Abby.
They admit.
That's the show to make, baby.
That really broke Colum.
Okay, so Mike has been on the show twice before.
Yeah.
So you've told some stories for the segments.
Right.
So instead of jumping right into the segments, I have something I wanted to discuss with you guys. It's just a discussion topic. So we've talked about on the show before about like getting the quote ick, where like getting Mike.
Can I say something?
You may.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
You smell my deodorant?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I say something about Shannon. I feel like we're adversarial on both sides. It's like me and Mike versus you.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the way the show's set up on purpose.
I needed backup. No, it's about time.
Is Shannon drinking?
Yeah, she's getting. She gets loaded.
That's pretty hot. That's pretty hot. Okay, now listen. The way that Shannon's coming at me, I don't know if you listened to what she just said. I'm an active listener.
Yeah.
I take pride in it.
I have ADHD. But
You have ADHD.
Yeah.
I was an active listener. Doesn't Shannon have camp counselor energy?
Oh, 100%.
I mean, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
This is your second time on the show. You're a 2-timer. I'm like, right, Shannon.
Third
the
time.
fans are aware. The ghosts are aware.
He's got a 5-star notebook.
Shannon is so organized. God. Yeah. I would not screw off because she would be like, get in line.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He gets that a lot.
She abuses me.
How about a little bit of patience?
I feel like I have exhibited patience.
You've exhibited it, Sharon? Shannon?
I think I have.
Guys, make a reel of all the intros. You can tell when she's mad at me when she's like, my hilarious co-host, Mike Figs.
Yeah, and she's exhibiting a certain behavior right now that's confrontational. Mike, do you find it?
I'm getting hot.
Do you find it? Because I'm finding it right now. Shannon is coming at us, guns blazing. So I can't wait till she gets a couple vodkas in her.
Yeah. I've seen her when the vodka's come in. She starts swinging. Yeah.
Are you two done
Okay,
on
I'm
that
sorry.
side of the table?
Let's get to the segment.
I am
Shannon.
loving this.
Let's get to the segment.
It's already warm in here, Natalie. I don't know how we're going to make it with no air this whole episode.
I've never seen this side of Mike.
Oh, boy.
Like, Mike is always like, hey, all right, well, today we're having wow, amazing. Today's like, yeah, peace sign. Like, what were you doing? You're like, yeah. You got a lot. You got something.
The Axe body spray is flowing today, Shannon. Maybe that's what has got you hot under the collar.
That is it. That's it. It's the hair. I feel like maybe...
Double Drakkar over here?
Dude.
I used to
Brute,
love Drakkar.
baby.
I used to love
Drakkar.
it. That was a great one. I don't currently smell it right now. I smell Axe, though.
I'm not wearing Axe. You
Yes,
wearing
I
Axe?
am.
I'm
Oh,
kidding.
my God. I musk up before I get out of that house. Believe it. Katie Hannigan needs an oxygen mask in there. She doesn't know it. She doesn't know about it.
Mike, I feel like you're coming at me because I like your jazz fingers.
Yeah, what's going on? What the
That's the numbers rising on the show right now.
It's like those stress balls. You know
Because-
those stress balls you rotate in your hand?
That's right.
You get in Chinatown?
Shannon, are we not bringing it today?
You're bringing it.
We're having a great episode. Natalie, are you still here? We're having a great episode.
We're having a great episode.
We're having a great It's a great We haven't even gotten anything left, but the energy is up.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the attacks, but let's...
I love
Get a couple drinks in you. I'm
I
sure
think it's
it'll
great.
come out. If she has a couple drinks in her, it'll come out.
We need it to come out.
Yeah.
We
And
need-
Mike, I've never seen you hammered. Are you a bad drunk?
Oh, just watch an
No, I'm
episode
great.
of this show.
No, I'm really good, but I'm cool.
Are you a vicious guy? Do I
No.
gotta worry about a left hand coming at me?
Not
I
at
know
all.
This is a fight pod.
Very sweet. I'm very sweet. I actually get hungry. So I
But
might
if you
whip out a
did sucker
sandwich.
punch me, it would be a clip.
It would be.
That's
A
I'm
clip.
just saying it would probably go viral. Opener takes down headliner.
Yeah, true.
I'm just kidding. Mikey, I'm just kidding. You're closing on the road.
I feel like it was complimentary to call him an opener.
Yeah, I know. I was like, gonna call my open mic friends. Like,
I'll
guess
explain
what, guy?
myself. Opener takes down feature. Selling tickets. Let's do it.
What up, motherfuckers? It's the Real Ass
No, I had
Podcast.
problems with like coke and Molly and like real hard drugs. So weed is just a mild. It gets
That's
rid of my
fair.
anxiety. To be honest with you, it's almost at this point. I would borderline say that it is like more medicinal than recreational for me.
There, medicinal weed. Okay.
Because I smoke it to just sort of get rid of my anxiety. It's not really social very often, like on Legion of Skanks we do. But my girl doesn't smoke. Like nobody. Like I smoke by myself. I'll get up. I'll just get a little bit high. And,
You morning smoke?
yeah.
Dude, there's.
I get up every morning at 5 a.m. I take a dab and I go back to sleep for 2
No,
hours.
you don't.
It's the
No,
best.
you don't.
No, you don't.
That's
I hate
addict
this.
behavior.
Yeah, that is an addict.
And then when you wake up again, do you smoke?
Yeah.
Yeah, I smoke. I'm always high.
That sucks.
But it's not like high. I'm normal. Like
No,
I'm.
you're
you
leveling
can't-
out
how-
because without it, you go through acute withdrawal.
Yeah, because you.
it
make-
wouldn't be that cute. It would be freaking out. There's nothing cute about what I do.
I'm freaking out.
Hide your candy.
Somebody's angry.
You won't like me when I'm angry.
I'm gonna wee waps.
I'm gonna do
get
criminal
Violin.
mischief.
Doggy, yeah, no. I think I'm a little bit more. I don't get high. Like I'm just not high. Like I'm normal.
Yeah, it levels.
So I don't think that I would
out.
not know. I'm not like so high where I'm like, God, dude, I'm not noticing that my lung is collapsing right now. I'm just sort of, yeah. I mean, is it?
Existing.
What's happening? My lung does. Now I'm in my head. I feel
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
lung currently
Yeah.
collapsing.
Yeah.
Could be.
We care about you. Oh, wow. What?
That was that.
Lewis, do you need mouth to mouth?
Stop it, Ian.
Do you need mustache?
See, now he's high and panicking.
Yeah,
Please
see?
stop. Come on,
Look at
everyone,
him.
chill.
You are sweating a little.
I am sweating.
Yeah, I see it.
Look at him
Fucking hot.
panicking. Weed sucks.
Yeah. Guys, you're both you are addicted to fucking men's cum, so shut the fuck up, dude.
I
That's
haven't
more
fucked a
dangerous
man's
than
cum
anything,
in
dude.
a
You're gonna,
week.
You're gonna get AIDS.
No,
so don't
I'm
fucking
not.
tell me about
Hey,
what I'm doing,
hey.
dude.
You are addicted to sex.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
I know.
I am addicted to
Love.
pain.
Pain.
And that is
Panel.
also a problem. True. But we are, hold my hand, working to stop that. I wanted you to say that at the same time.
Do you
as
do
me.
anal, Jordan?
Yes.
You like it?
What?
'Cause you like
Everybody
the
likes
pain.
it.
Not everybody likes it.
That's crazy.
Oh, she does anal and it's fine. I do anal and I'm a fucking cooler person.
You're fucking AIDS
Dude.
patient homo.
It's because of the... It's
Stigma.
No, that's not true. Do you
Stick
think...
my dick in this guy's ass.
Look, we're not talking about him doing it. It's because of the way that you do it in a shame way. It's like if I was like, yeah, I dated this guy and he hit me and I loved it because we had a mutual understanding, you'd be like, that's fine that you like pain. But because I'm coming to you and being like, it hurts again. You're divulging. You're like, well, I blew a dude in a booty. It's obviously a shame-related thing.
Bitty.
Yeah, you always do it in that voice. Well, I sucked another dick in the side of a
blew
trailer.
a guy in a bitty bitty bop.
Yes,
I bitty bitty bop
every
the
time
guy.
it's in a bitty bitty bop.
Bitty
It's
bitty bop.
never in a.
It's a bitty bitty bum bum.
Yeah.
I got it in my bitty bitty bum bum.
You're always sneaking it into existence so that people can be
You
like,
blew a
"That's
dude
okay."
in Fiddler on the Roof lyrics.
I thought to myself, I either got ripped off or this is my first case. I tell people that, but I also do fitness, Samantha, and I'm a member of a gym. And I also,
Do you
know,
go? I'm a member of
do
a
I
gym.
go? Maybe this can answer your question, Samantha. Samantha, do you know in my gym that there's an elevator? And you could take the elevator to the Stairmasters?
There's an elevator in my gym too, and I take it.
Do you take the elevator?
on the
I was
8th
waiting for someone like you to come on my
It's on the
podcast.
8th floor. I'm not gonna walk up.
You're not going to take 8 flights of steps. It's called a warm-up to your workout, Samantha.
And it's called I'm lazy, and I'm not. I'm going to the gym.
Yeah,
just to feel
you're
good
going to
about
the gym
myself.
to work out. And part of the workout is walking upstairs.
Are you calling me fat?
I would never. You, Shannon, and Natalie are sunflowers.
Yeah.
You guys, you're going to defend taking an elevator to the Stairmaster?
I'll do it every time.
Oh my God!
It's on the 8th floor.
What are you doing?
It might
on
be
the
on the 5th.
What are
I
you
don't
doing on
remember.
this? Did you have guilt because you were lying and you thought I
No,
was
I'm
going to
thinking.
research it?
I'm like. I don't want to tell a lie, but it might be a 5th or 8th, but I'm not walking that.
Why
Do you
would-
live in a building?
Yes.
Do you take the steps?
Yes.
Is there an elevator in your?
No.
Then that's the only reason why you're doing it.
No, it's not. I'm living with intention, and I am.
What floor is your gym on?
It's 3 flights of stairs up.
I would still
You
take
just
it.
gave me a dirty look. I don't think the fans saw it, but you just gave me a dirty look. Shannon, is there a way you can play that back?
I can't, but it was
Okay,
caught.
that was a dirty look, wasn't it? Oh my God, you just gave me a dirty look.
I had read the Quran during the pandemic, and
A lot of people did.
There's the second chapter that's all it is who you can and cannot fuck.
Yeah.
And it's very fascinating that they had to put this mental harness on people and the intellect that it appeals to at that time. But it was like, oh, this has always been a problem.
Well, back then people weren't as bright, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So they was like, hey, that's not a person. Stop fucking that. That's a horse.
Right,
Oh,
right.
Oh, my bad. And then, can I ask you a personal question?
Uh-oh.
What kind of read was the Quran?
Yo, wild.
You know what I'm saying? What kind of, you read the Bible, you get how it's worded and how the stories.
How's the read?
How was the read?
The read
Is it choppy? Is it smooth?
It's jarring because you can tell who they're talking to an aggressive group of people.
Like the people you see protesting in Iran.
No. But like you
That
can
energy.
tell it's still Neanderthalish, almost apish.
Yeah.
Who they're talking to. Like, hey, man.
All the letters got their shoulders up.
But that's the read. You feel like it's written almost in a panic of like, all right, let me try to make this sound calm, but I need to get this under control. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like someone's memoirs on like, and make them feel like it's the words of God to be like, hey, look,
calm down.
Chill
out.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I mean, everyone. It basically speaks to a lot of impulse control.
Okay. Because they uptight. You can't do this.
Correct.
You can't do that. You can't boo boo here. You got it. This. You know.
Correct.
A lot of rules. A lot of rules.
Yeah.
A lot of rules.
Someone
man.
who was
Hard way to live.
very able to zoom out and be like, "That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem." You know what I mean? And it appealed to me because my mind works like that. I sometimes can ruin my own fun by being in a situation, and I'm so busy spotting all the dangers, all of the you know what I mean?
Math and economics major. You think on a logical scale, don't you?
I guess so, man.
On a more
math,
calculated.
you deal in absolutes and what's real. You know what I mean? And you add that to my fucking childhood.
You know what? Now that makes sense because I've had like a relationship with two Muslim women who were in heart. They were hijabs in Muslim marriages, and they were about to get divorced. So I was sort of like the what do you call that? The rebound dude.
Yeah.
Their energy was like, what's going on? What's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Their energy was so like inexperienced, but still wild. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, sort of like a 14 to 16-year-old is like, I want to have sex, and then they just attack, but they don't know what. You know, it's like really. I'm realizing,
and the way and for some reason,
I can attest to that.
I think the tactic on suppressing that was more of a hard jab to suppress it than a coaxing. Like that's why it's fascinating. Like in Philly, huge population, huge, and a lot of it is jailhouse, right? So like when I was back in Philly, one of my hustles,
meaning like a Malcolm X person who goes
people
to jail.
go to jail and then they find it there. You know what I mean? Which there's two reasons for that. One is protection, and two, your ego's always going to seek higher or something superior once it's been clobbered. And jail will do that to you. Jail will tear your ego apart.
I hear you can take your shahada in mess hall.
Like I moved from the Upper West Side of Manhattan into, I mean, I'm still in a blue state in New Jersey, but I'm in a very red area. Like I'm in a very red town. In my town, you drive around and you see, you know, Trump won in 2020 signs. And one, like to me, while politically speaking, I'm sure I'd have tons of disagreements with that person. This is just one person who has that sign up, but you see Trump signs here. But there was a thing that like we moved out early in 2020 when I kind of saw the handwriting on the wall, like this is not going to be the place to be. And from the very beginning, it was like, everyone was like, we're not doing this. We're just not doing this. And we're going to raise our kids normally. And like that to me is so much more important than any political difference that I might have with any of these people. Like really, who cares? At the end of the day, my view is that this whole political thing shouldn't exist and it shouldn't be something we even think about. So who really cares? What I care about is giving my kids a normal life. That's like very important to me. And it also made me realize that it wasn't even really about the laws on the books. Because I'm here in Jersey, we had all the crazy laws on the books. It's just the town I was in is like, yeah, we're not doing it. No one cares. No one cares if you wear a mask in the store or not. So just come in without a mask. Yes, technically there was a mask mandate by the state, but no one cared.
Well, that's what we call Irish democracy.
Right, yeah.
The law is what authorities do about it. By definition, if you're on the interstate and it says the speed limit's 65 and everyone's going 80, that means the speed limit's 81. The speed limit's the speed at which you get pulled over. So, you know, when you move to Jersey, you're Jewish Irish, Dave. You're Jewish Irish now, and you know, look, I mean, this is just maybe the important lesson here is how people live is far more important than their professed political or economic beliefs. If you have a nice, quiet, socialist family next door to you, their kids are great, they keep up their yard, they work hard, they pay their taxes, and at night they read Leon Trotsky or something, that's better than having some Hoppian Rothbardians who don't keep their house up, live next door to you, stay up till 3 a.m. blasting, death metal or whatever, and coming over and knocking on your door and wanting to borrow money because Dave should like them because they're Hoppians, right? So what people do matters more than what they say. That's just the way it is. But the fact that you had the freedom to move, that we have internal migration, it is really interesting because it allows you to vote with your feet to an extent. And that means Dave is paying taxes to your new municipality, your county, whatever. You're buying groceries there. You're going to the restaurant there. You're doing whatever. I don't know what Dave Smith Inc. entails. I have a little knowledge of what being Tom Woods entails. I have no idea what being Dave Smith entails, but it looks like there's a whole web of bullshit associated with it.
There sure is.
Yes. I'll call your wife for confirmation. And, it's interesting. People who can are going to vote with their feet. And that is the great migration that was happening even before COVID that's accelerated. And that's soft secession, baby. It's a beautiful thing.
What's your Uber rating?
Pretty good. It's like, it was really good. What is it? Is 5 the best?
Yeah.
I want to say at some point I was a 4.8, but now I'm down to like a 4.5.
Bro, I was a 4.8, and I am exactly like you. Yeah, 4.5.
Yeah,
Why are they rating
my
us
lift
bad?
was a 5, and then all of a sudden I had like 3 people in a row report me for I don't know
For
what.
what?
So, Daddy falls asleep real fast.
Well, you're a tired guy. You need your rest.
And
Fuck
I
'em.
think they always think I'm passed out.
Ah.
Because, like,
Think you're
I'm very
drunk.
soothed by cars.
Interesting.
If I get in a car and it starts going, I'm out.
That's
If I'm not talking to somebody, I fall asleep.
That's the way my parents would get me to fall asleep as a kid. They'd put me in the car and just drive around.
I thought in the garage with the fucking engine running.
And a hose through the window.
Ian, sneak over this way a little.
Oh, yeah, sure. Whatever you want. Hey. Oh, cool.
And so I always fall asleep. So I think because they'll wake me up like scared, like, my friend, we're at your house. Please get out. And I'm like, I'm fine. And I think they always think I'm gonna like be hammered or throw up or something.
Dude,
but I'm just sleepy.
I have been tipping and giving 5 stars to everything, and my Uber rating has gone down. I think sometimes because I make them rush, because I'm always running late, and I go, I'll give you a big tip if you get to the airport on time. And they're like, I can only do the speed limit. I'm like, you fucking pussy.
I had a guy a few weeks ago. It was like the middle of the night, and we're driving, and we're in the middle of Manhattan, and he goes, I am sorry, my friend, I have to pee so bad. And I went, yeah, it's fine, dude. He's like, I pull over. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. And I thought he was going to go run and pee somewhere. He just opened up the door of the car, took his dick out, and pissed.
Like sitting and
No,
pointing?
he got out.
Wow.
And just behind his own open door, took a piss in the street.
Oh my! How do you give more than 5 stars? I'd be like, that's 10 stars, pal.
Oh,
Good
it
for
was
you.
the best. Dude, I had the one guy. I had a guy pick me up once, and it was winter, and it was like cold. And he pulls up with all his windows down, and I'm like, that's suspicious. And I get in, I'm like, this is a stinky car. And then he just goes,
oh no!
I should not have taken you ride today. I have stomach problem. And I'm like, okay. And we make it like 3 blocks, and he holds his belly again, and he goes, oh. I'm like, you okay, boss? He goes, my friend, he owned this carpet store here. I'm like, okay. He goes, I must go bathroom. And he just pulls over, gets out, leaves his phone and the keys in the ignition, and goes and takes like a fucking 10-minute dump.
Jesus.
And I was thinking, I could start a new life right now. I can just get in the front seat and Grand Theft Auto for just pick people, just all day drive, pick people up, drop them off until the cops pull
That
me
was
over.
one of my favorite things. I would always work jobs in Grand Theft Auto. I'd be a firefighter. I'd pick people up at the taxi and try to get them where they have to go. Dude, every Uber driver I talk to, they're like, I love it. I make so much money. And then I talked to this cabbie, and he's like, It's not worth it. It costs $125 to rent the car a day. I barely make it on 10-hour shifts. I'm like, oh, God.
Oh, dude, when I played Grand Theft Auto, my favorite thing would be if the cops were chasing somebody to just run over and fucking cold cock the dude.
Oh, yeah.
So the cops can arrest him. I loved being fucking New York vigilante.
Oh, yeah. Did they have Michael Jackson impersonators in the game?
Godfrey. Trust.
My story is basically, it was some bullshit. What I learned in the feds is this is how they get us black people. Modern day slavery, mass incarceration is real. The common denominator for the feds was conspiracy. So basically, you don't have to do, just conspiracy.
Just conspiracy.
You don't have to do anything. You don't have to physically commit a crime, but basically, like, think about it.
Think about it, right.
So they can read your mind.
So basically, I thought I had a real estate mentor, right? This guy was big in real estate. He had billboards all over Atlanta. Here I am, this young girl starting off, and he was supposed to be mentoring me, I thought. And he was like, hey, yeah, we're doing these reverse mortgage deals. Now the market had crashed. He was like, the old person doesn't need to qualify for the mortgage is based on their age, not their credit. Come to find out, it was a setup. He had already got caught up for a whole bunch of shit. And how the feds work is if you give them more people, they reduce your time.
Right.
So the fact that he got caught up, he was now trying to help me sell this guy's house. So I'm like, okay, reverse mortgage sounds cool. I have an old guy that I found in a terrible living conditions. I said he could qualify for it. We ended up moving him in the house. Gave him a better quality of life, right? So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna walk you through. I'm gonna put you on the phone with the broker. And he calls me one day. Mind you, I gave him all the property information already. One day he calls me, asked me the same question. Mind you, he was structuring the deal and he was like, hey, Gia, who goes on a gift letter? I'm like, I don't know. I thought you said cousin. But mind you, he was already doing all the paperwork. Me, I knew it was a little gray area, but I ain't think it was this bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't do no paperwork and my name ain't on nothing. Boom. That one phone call, conspiracy to mortgage fraud.
Wow. Damn. So he literally got you into the game so that he could sell you down the river to decrease
his time.
His time.
Evidently. And then it was so crazy because years later, I was at a real estate closing and I saw his brother. And I had just got denied from a bank because of my background because of this case. They had I was going through a closing, they pulled my name up or something, and this conspiracy to mortgage fraud was haunting me 10 years later, right? Wow. So I'm in a closing with his brother and he's like, I'm like, oh, you that fucking bastard that brothers who set me up, motherfucker, right?
Right.
And I'm pissed because my deal just got deaded because of the same situation. Yeah. So he pulls me to the side. He's like, Gia, can I talk to you? I'm like, what? He was like, listen, he was like, in the feds, it goes by a point system. 46 is life. My brother had a 47. He had to do what he had to do.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. So I got to do your
I was like, I had to be the sacrifice.
One little call. You fucking fuck him.
So on Tuesday, we did an episode of Godfrey, and a woman was on to promote her new product, which is she was a real estate person here in America, and then found out about mining in Africa. And so now she started to buy real estate in Zambia.
So your fucking passive income idea is blood diamonds, dude?
No.
The beers owns it already.
You're gonna sell African miners to Godfrey?
I think you would rather Ukrainian ones.
And so her whole thing is teaching you how to become a real estate and mining person in Africa via her own classes, including a trip to Africa with her to visit her mines, her 200,000 acres in Zambia that has...
This is just apple picking.
if fucking classes. So you're saying we need to do classes? I'm gonna take a class from some lady buying fucking goddamn. African real
No.
estate?
He then founded just a place that you could just invest in mines.
What kind of mines?
What kind of mines, Jorge?
All kinds of mines. Apparently, there's
all kinds of mines.
Are you saying mines or mimes?
Mines. So in Zambia, there's they have, I forget the name of it. It's not on the website for whatever reason, probably legal. But the first they have zinc, aluminum, and there's another one that's
Zinc makes your cum juicier.
Mhm.
So let's invest in that.
And it's good for your immune system.
Yeah. Well, because of all those chunky loads.
What about lithium, dog? That's
Yeah,
what we fucking need.
Hell yeah. We're all bipolar in this room.
Oh yeah, that too.
So I have the website up over here. Harrington has it up.
I don't think that lady works in the mine.
This doesn't look legit.
What? That's Ice Spice.
That lady, whoever works in the mine, does not have an orange vest. They do not have noise canceling
or two arms.
Yeah.
Or a helmet.
No, yeah.
Or as an adult.
Yeah, that lady is 23 years too old to work at this mine.
No shit. You're getting scammed.
No.
No, it's the opportunity of a lifetime.
Wait,
Look.
what?
Look at this shoots and ladders.
Oh,
Cube.
okay.
It's 4D shoots and ladders.
So we go into the mine, we fill it with precious jewels, and it comes out of the mine into our, I don't know, mine depot.
You realize that at some point in history, this exact business plan was pitched, and there was a guy in a fucking seersucker suit going, "They're going to be called plantations. The large areas where we mine all the crops.
All the cotton and tobacco.
But here's the pitch, gentlemen. The labor is free."
How so?
It's what we call AI. Yes, Allen Iverson is going to work in all of these fields.
All we got to do is ship in a crate of these fuzzy tops, and they do the work for free. Give them a sweet drink and a pat on the head, and they'll work all day.
It's a wild situation.
Now, I will warn you, I am from the future.
Now, most of them are named Clyde or Dale.
Do not breed them to the strongest, or you will ruin the sports industry. If you would like your son to play professional football, I would not breed your biggest and strongest, as they will perform what is known as a coup. I'm gonna not lie to you, Jorge. This sounds nefarious.
Ain't natural born killers, legion of skanks. Welcome to the
I don't even know how to, like, I'm so bad at pool. It feels like every man should be able to play, like, a little bit. I just don't get it.
I am either phenomenal at it or horrible at it, depending on the day I pick up. I have no idea.
Every time you got to put your body on this pool table, it looks like somebody's going to fuck you in the ass. I can't do it. I just can't.
Yeah. It's too vulnerable. You're right.
There's an angle
Sometimes
every
they
time.
do.
Every time I play pool, there's an angle where you have to do the thing where you put it behind your back. But I know there's no way I have to do that. But it always comes up that angle comes up, or I need the stick where
I feel like every time Lewis puts a pool stick behind his back, he just knocks over a drink. I feel like nothing else happens.
I'm doing the thing where I'm sliding it in between the girl's legs behind me.
When that's the shot, but when that's the shot and your ball is just sitting in the pocket, you feel pretty awesome.
No, usually I hit the corner and then the other corner comes back toward me and it doesn't touch the ball.
Oh, and then you fall on the table and squirt all the balls around. The whole thing falls to shit.
I knock a beer onto the felt.
It does. Pool is like golf in the sense that it just feels,
It has balls and green.
well, it just feels like I know I could just do that. Like when you watch it, you're like, I've watched someone do that. I could go do that. And then the second you try to do it, you're like, oh, there's skill involved.
Have you ever? Not many black people do it, but I bet one could be the best.
Right. And listen, that's every sport, by the way. But
swimming, one could be the absolute best ever.
Have you ever been to a pool hall when, like,
has a black hockey player broken any records? There has to.
No, but they're announcers now, so they have to be announced.
One step closer. One step closer. We got him in the
There's
booth.
got to be a black hockey player who's done some amazing feat, like 5 goals in a game.
Jay, we get him in the booth. I mean, I don't know what you want. We're not miracle workers.
I feel like
here.
the skating cancels out whatever advantage naturally black people would have at a sport.
I feel like black people think skating is gay, so they just won't even try.
Yo, but there's black hockey players now, and they're like the shit.
Yeah.
Are
But they won't put skates on. They're wearing Timberlands.
By the way, you give them a look up how many black players are in the NHL. It's hundreds, I think. At this point
this guy just held up this other guy at skate point and robbed him.
I remember the news of the first black NHL player.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago, and now I think there's hundreds.
Confetti.
It was like extra pigs fly.
There's only 8. There's only 8, he's saying. There's not many. There's not many, yeah.
Really?
If you count the puck, 9.
I was gonna say, have you ever been in a pool hall when like the wannabe pros show up? Like you ever
they got
see a
their own
dude take
state.
his? So
Yeah.
when I lived in Vegas, once a week, this one pool hall would do a 9-ball snap tournament. These dudes showed up. They were like pulling out these. They had like a case with their name on it, and like
fucking
and you just-
Lucille.
and they're sitting there looking at everybody while they're screwing together their pool cue.
I do all the things you're supposed to do. Like when I get there, like I fucking take my pool cue and I roll it across the table to make sure it's not wobbly.
Leveled.
Right.
Yeah,
Make
dude,
sure it's
Yeah, I
even.
gotta make sure, dude. I fucking take.
Well,
the
what you're
chalk.
supposed to do actually is bring your own stick. But I do what you do too. I've never done that either. I roll it on the
I
table.
roll it on the table.
By the way, all
I
you're
act
picking,
like I know the difference between the weights. I don't know what the
all
fuck
you're
that is.
picking, all you're picking, by the way, is the least awkward rolling one.
But you're not good enough where it'll affect your game.
You're right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It might
So-
help your game, actually.
Right.
They got a hook.
I can't bowl. I can't bowl for shit. I can't make it spin. I bet you could make it spin.
Oh, yeah.
You
It's
fat
easy.
hillbilly.
It's easy.
Wow, that's not a right way to come at me. Podcast
Fucking making it
wars.
spin, dude.
No, but here's
Oh,
the thing.
you fucking-
I can do it.
I can do 2 things.
Lewis, you're offending him. He's
I
back.
did
Go
grow up-
after his
I
comedy.
I did grow up bowling.
I bet your bowling shoes suck.
in my
Here we go.
in my shitty neighborhood I grew up in, there was a bowling alley. One year for gym class, even it was to go bowling. We'd walk over to the bowling alley, and I used to bowl there a decent amount. I'm not a good bowler, and I cannot throw your traditional 3-finger hook. I don't know how. If I'm throwing 3 fingers, I'm throwing power down the
Three-finger
guts.
hook. That was your mom's name in college.
It was. You're probably not wrong, dude. She was a bit of a whore. Does that make you feel better? That she got around for a little bit?
Podcast war.
She was a young mother.
Undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world.
Dana was talking about buying me a Lambo, so maybe that might be the little incentive that he's trying to get. I think Dana's trying to.
Dana's going to buy you a Lamborghini.
That was one of my requests, and he damn sure will. He damn sure will. If he wants this fight in Boston, he's going to have to do a lot of things.
I'm offended. I never got no bloody Lamborghini. If you were to get this Lamborghini, what color would you go for?
I wanted to get it in like a midnight purple with like a lizard green on the accents of it.
I hate to bring this up, but as you were saying there, you want the Tesla, you got the Lamborghini. Oh, Malley has got a pretty jazzy Tesla. I think it's in bright pink. I think he's got a pink Lamborghini as well. You guys have got something in common there.
I like Sugar Tits, man. He's a funny dude, when he wants to be. I don't get the infatuation with him. Like in terms of his personality when he talks, I'm like, I don't get what the big deal is about him. Like Connor, I get the Connor thing. The stuff that he says is funny, it's witty. Like Sean ain't saying no shit like that. He's just like talking. I guess it's just the colorful hair, the face tattoos. He's got some serious skills. I guess it's just the knockout highlights and Snoop Dogg call him
I
Sugar
was gonna say,
Shiny.
he
Sugar
does put a
Shiny.
good show on. He does put a good show. He is popular, you know what I mean? And his performances, mainly, you know what I mean? Granted, you're a big step up in competition. All right, he had a good fight against Piotr Jan. That's his biggest win so far. But here he is. Now he gets a shot at the champ. You know what I mean? How do you expect that fight to go down?
I think he's going to use a lot of footwork. He's going to be trying to snipe from the outside. He's going to start trying to pick me apart. I'm going to start picking him apart.
On. O'Malley, this was not a plan. I did not know that Aljamain was going to be on at this point. He came on 40 minutes ago. This was not planned. I repeat, this was not planned. So if you guys want to talk,
calling bullshit on that one, Bishbin.
No. He's been on for 40 minutes, Sean.
Hey, didn't your parents teach you not to talk with your mouth full?
Oh, shit.
No.
So what's up?
All right. Hey, what we'll do is we'll say goodbye, Aljo. Oh, bless.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah. Aljo, you're the man. No. Honestly, Sean, that wasn't the plan. But do you guys want to talk? Or do you want to do you want to say bye?
I think Aljo's had enough time to chit chat.
Okay.
Yeah, we got enough time. We'll do some more chit chatting in the cage on September.
Well, you guys got plenty of time to talk. Aljo, thanks again. Congrats again on a great win at the weekend, and we'll say goodbye. Great talking to you, though. I really enjoyed that.
3 times, soon to be 4 time, baby. Funk out.
I want you to talk about I'll call it the avocado. All right, because you started talking about it a little bit in the beginning. You were talking about how like no one asked me to be born. You know what I mean. You kind of start that. Yeah, this is one that I've heard since I was a white belt, and every time I hear it, I like gain something new from it.
And the way I explain it to my students, for Mickey, I don't know for how many years, is I ask them a question. What is the law behind the growth of an apple tree? So I'm just going to help you with this. You take a seed and you put it in the ground. And then you feed it and give it water, clean all the weed around it, and it grows, become a trunk, a bigger trunk, branches, leaves, blah, 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 and then apples, right? Other than the elements, other than the water and the sun, and you care for it, and all the other elements that it needs, what is the law of nature or the universe that is allowing that tree to grow? And what is it?
I don't know.
Try.
What is allowing it to grow?
What is the law behind it?
To me, it's the perpetuation. It's the idea that the seed becomes, it's ash to ashes, dirt to dirt. It's the circle of life. It's the seed becomes the tree tree
that's the
fruits.
process.
Yeah.
What is the law?
You got me stumped.
Potential?
Well, yeah, that's a condition. The law is the apple wants to be an apple. And it calls all the shot backward all the way to the seed. That means that the apple exists in potential because that seed is an apple tree. Otherwise, it would be an avocado or a watermelon or whatever. What I'm trying to say, there is a purpose for everything that exists. And if you look at if you look at philosophy, they don't look at it that way. They start their data from what it is and what they know, not what they're going to try to understand that is the end result. So if I did not know, if I go out there and I see this tree grows and I'm looking a year, 2 years, nothing comes out, I cut it. Unless I say, don't cut it, there's going to be bananas at the end, not a tree or so, peach. Then somebody I have to know that there, at the end of the growth of that tree, if it's a tree, it's easier to explain it this way, there's an apple. But the law behind the growth is that the apple call all the shot. That means that if you start a business and then you just let the force that pushes you go, you don't really know you don't have a picture, didn't draw a picture of what exactly you're gonna do and how is it gonna be, how you gonna, you have a picture of what you wanna do. This podcast here, and then you have the goal and the idea to what you're going to do. With this information, that's what's going to help you doing the right thing through the sequence of events to get to the end result that you set for yourself.
Interesting.